more difficult to drive than what I was expecting. Fast, anyway. Oh, you know, he's got a knobby sticker on as well, that's not fair. We'll ignore it for now. Oh, flashing at me a lot now. It's very hard to drive. I think it's hard. Hard to drive. Yeah. Alan chaps, welcome to another video. We're driving a car today which is a little bit special to me because I used to have an Ibiza Mark IV just like this. Mine was black. I liked it a lot. It was my first properly fast car. It was a 1.8 turbo stage 2 bro with all the associated mods. They're quite good, these standard. They had like APs and stuff. So this is a Cupra as well, but this is a diesel Cupra which got the fancy, the best iteration of the 1.9 PD engine. It's got the PD160. So this is just over 200 horsepower. It's got LSD, BC coilovers. They come standard with 4 pots. Pads? RS29 pads. Yeah, we'll not talk too much about it, we'll get in and have a go. So yeah, these cars are quite special to me. Like I said, first fast car I had, and we're talking about 240 horsepower there, so maybe this will be a little bit slower, but we are at Cadwell. We've got some sticky-ish tyres on. We've got Federal RSRs, which were the first ever track tyre that I ever used on my Integra, so throwing it back a bit then. They do tend to roll over a little bit, and I can see it already on this front left. They have definitely been rolling over a little bit, but we'll see how we get on there. But yeah, this is Danny and Rob's track car. They used to have a Clio, you'll have seen it in some other videos. And yeah, we're going to go out anyway. Diesel 1.9. Let's see what it's like to drive. ABS lights on still. Right, diesel track car, another one. Well, yes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's a PD, so hopefully the tarmac is ready. There's another one there, look. It's like a VAG track day, this. There's loads of them. I am a little bit close to the steering wheel, but not a lot we can do now. So I've not driven Cadwell for a little bit. Certainly not since the race last year. That's my phone ringing. Right, so we did have an ABS light on when we started, but it's gone off now. Oh, it's come back on as soon as I pressed the brake pedal. So we will just be easy on the brakes. Well, let's be easy on the full car while it warms up, eh? Feels fast. Well, it's a PD. They all feel fast, don't they? 6-speeder, of course. What are we doing here? 80 miles an hour, ease her in. So we've got BC coilovers, but standard roll bars, so I think we are expecting a little bit of roll. Oh, come on, turn around there, lass. Remember, we've got RS29 brakes. Ooh. I'm kind of I'm too close to the steering wheel here, unfortunately, but we'll give it a go. It's not the worst I've been. We've got a Corsa VXR in front of us. Bit of brake judder. Yeah, the ABS is definitely still just about working. doubt second gear was needed there, but... Oh, we've got a FK2 here, and a Golf. Jeez, no, come on! We could have had a play! Wants to pull to the right on brakes as well a little bit. Definitely fighting some understeer. Hello Caddy fan. New shape Civic Type R here as well. Definitely an uneasy braking feeling, like a juddering. Yeah, the ABS isn't working. Got some power, it's not very composed. Oh, dashboard just fell out. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. We'll ignore it for now. Oh, flashing at me a lot now. I guess that just means the ABS fault maybe. Perhaps we should box and just have it checked over by the men. This is not my car. It's got some poke. This is a first. Yeah, flashing red, bad. And there's also a judder on the brakes as well, so flashing red light's usually bad, isn't it? I don't know if it's related to this flopping about. There's another new Civic Type R there. It's not happy. Has it done this? It's flashing like fucking beeping at me. That red exclamation mark. So the yellow light come on, it's like juddering on the brakes a bit. But then that came on like aggressive as fuck, so I thought I'd better pick, so I don't know what it is.
What, the handbrakes?
The handbrake symbol, yeah.
Check with Paul. It's not flopping about.
This all fell out as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was going alright-ish, but then that spooked me a bit, so I didn't want to keep going, you know. Right, well that was kind of short-lived. We got a couple of laps in, but yeah, car's a little bit broken. I don't know if I broke it or not, because they were talking about ABS issues earlier. Or did I break it? Did I? But you can see they've just been doing some testing, just zooming in on the road there, and the ABS is definitely not working. But yeah, the car was really kicking up a fuss. That's why I boxed in. Obviously, without ABS, it's not the end of the world. You can still keep driving, but I didn't know what else the car were going to try and do. I think they're just checking sensors and stuff like that now. Right, well, we've confirmed it's just the ABS anyway. Just the ABS. That's not working, so we'll go back out and do a couple more laps and just go a little bit easy on the brakes, I reckon, but hopefully get a feel for the rest of the car. It was pushing on a bit on the front, but I think that's to be expected a little bit, so we'll just keep that in mind. So yeah, let's go out and do some more laps. You fixed it, yeah? Yeah, fixed, bro. Just ignore the light and the beep and all that stuff. Right, sweet. It turns out the seat actually goes back as well, which I didn't realise. So we should have a better time now. Can I give that a tug for us, Rob? Yeah. Nice one, that'll do.
The videos, mate.
Huh? I love the videos. Ah, cheers, man. There we go, look, getting fanboyed. ABS light is on. GoPros are recording. So ABS light's gone back out. We'll just have to send it with the ABS. Not the track that you don't want ABS on if your car's meant to have ABS. There's a lot of opportunity to lock up. Well, there's a bit of a queue to get on as well. But no worries. Look, there's another Ibiza there, look. Track car. So yeah, if the car beeps at us again and kicks off and everything, we just ignore it. Smells a bit diesel-y in here. And a Mini GP. Fifth gear around here. Use the torque, Luke. Well, we could probably do a full lap in fifth, I reckon, but we will downshift for park. Don't want to brake too late. Certainly not with cold RSRs. Cold RS29s. So I'm in a bit of a better seating position, but oh, gooseneck, why are you doing that to me? Oh, I locked up something. I don't know where. Must have locked up one of the rear brakes there. I caught the first bomb. He's going in. There's a lot of noise on the brakes. ABS did just kick back at me then, so it is somewhere. Braking. Can you hear the juddering under the brakes? It doesn't sound good. Also the car's got something where it wants to try and pull that way quite often. Not sure what that is. Could be related to the ABS. I'm not going to take any liberties on gooseneck anymore. Yeah, I'm struggling to slow the car down that hill as well. Not really enjoying this. Yeah, it's kind of hard to drive. It's kind of falling over itself a little bit, if that makes sense. And it is pulling quite hard to the left there. Got fast Fiesta approaching. Got our choppers. We're about to get chopped by a Mark 7 Fiesta. Oh Oh no, he's got a novice sticker on as well, that's not fair. Got us in the straight. We weren't a million miles away from him, were we? Oh, I think I've got to call time on that. It's quite difficult to drive this car. It's definitely more intensive than what it needs to be. I think they need to do some work on the drivability of it. If you remember, Rolex Dan used to have an Ibiza as well that I drove on track quite a lot. This is the first time I've driven a diesel one. It's definitely got the power. It doesn't feel slow. I don't know what we were trapping at the end of here, but I imagine about 110 maybe. Does the MR2 do about 110, I think? See, the MR2 is faster than what you think. A lot of people, well, I use that as my benchmark, don't I? I use it for the benchmark of that V16 Civic the other week as well. Kind of makes the Civic sound slow if you've got the wrong impression of the MR2. I think it just makes the MR2 sound fast. Weight's on its side though in the MR2. Anyway, we'll let the lads have some fun in the car. So the red light of death and the sound the alarm didn't come back on. It is running okay-ish, but yeah, it's very involving to drive compared to like the TT. I know the TT or the Golf. Let's compare it to Darkside's Golf, also a diesel front-wheel drive manual. You just drive that thing. This thing you're worrying quite a lot. Got things pulling, got the brakes not working quite well. But this is just a track day hack, whereas the Golf's a race car. So maybe that's the difference, but. Yeah, thanks to lads for letting me take it out. It's been a trip down memory lane. Hope you've enjoyed it. Alright. The red one did, yeah? ABS ain't working though. I didn't brake it heavy on it, I didn't want to risk it. Do you want to chock it, or should I just... I've done a cool down lap, like, it's not end of the world.
What do you think?
It's very hard to drive.
You think?
Yeah, so it's compared to like the Golf or anything like that, you're having to work very hard because it's got like a weird pull to the left. Obviously keeping an eye on the brakes, you can't just stamp on the brakes, but yeah, I think it's very hard to drive. I think it's hard. A hard drive.
Hard to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find the steering goes really heavy when you're like trying to trail brake.
It's very keen to pull to the left for some reason. I think that might be related to that vibration on brakes as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a front end kind of overhaul. And maybe a rear roll bar would be good as well.
Yeah, it's on list to do.
The tyres are struggling as well. Like corner exit, I was drifting like gooseneck a couple of times. I could have probably crashed if I, didn't get out of it.
Yeah.
But
enjoy it though.
no, I enjoyed it. Yeah, flashback, trip down memory lane. Yeah, it was a lot more difficult to drive than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Fast anyway. Right, so that was the Ibiza then. So I didn't have the confidence to really push it with the ABS, but also the drivability was just not there. I think there's something going on with the front end. I think something might be loose or whatever, or maybe it's just the PD engine. Maybe it's just the PD. No, there was something like dragging it to the left quite a lot. Like not like geometry, but I don't know what it'd be. Maybe like a worn bush or something like that. But when you're braking and kind of going into a corner, the left was like kind of dragging. Or maybe it is related to the ABS thing. Maybe like we had with the TT the other weekend. Maybe one of the sensors is duff and telling the ABS unit that the wheel's overspeeding or something like that. But yeah, it just felt a little bit weird. Plenty of poke, fast enough, yeah. Definitely wants some work on the grips. It wants some more grip for sure, but for a track car, just blast about in all day and probably do 20 to a gallon while you're doing it, then not too bad, is it? Can't be too bad. But that'll be a beef. What do you think? It was good for me to go down memory lane, but we've definitely come on far from these things, I think. I don't know, could they be a lot better? It'd be interesting to know by the time this video is published if they have found out what's wrong with it. Right, I said I'd let you know if they found out what it was, and I was down at Darkside just last night. The video that you're watching about the beef, it was about a month ago now. But I was down there just last night sorting some tyres out, and they found out what was wrong with the beef, and it's pretty sketchy, right? You'll see more about it in their video if you're interested, but long story short, the front left wheel bearing was trying to leave the chat. So it had come out far enough so that the ABS ring gear wasn't being detected by the sensor anymore. And yeah, the wheel bearing was basically trying to escape from the knuckle. So yeah, super sketchy. That could have gone very wrong for any of us that were driving it. So yeah, I'm going to have another drive in the car at Croft, and yeah, look out for the Croft video to see how that goes. But yeah, I reckon there's something loose on the front corner somewhere, the front left corner. But anyway, thanks to Rob and Danny for letting me take the car out, and that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching. What did you think to it? These diesel track cars, isn't it? The Darkside influence again.